Right, he's ready. He's ready. Chris is ready. I'm ready. So listen, I'm back with Chris because the importance of having a speaker website is, I can't say it, stress it enough really. The website is your shop window, and creating a speaker website is very difficult from 2 points of view, I think. One is that it's very expensive to do it right. And secondly, it can take a lot of time to get it to look right. So wonderful Chris, who those of you in the group will have met and will know, has done my brilliant Speaking Business Academy website. And it cost me a lot of money, Chris. I'm very happy with it, but it cost me a lot of money. And so we were talking about the fact that actually a lot of speakers can't afford the level of money that I had to pay for that.
Yeah, you got a bargain though, to be fair, Maria.
It was still very expensive. But actually, what you've created now, and in fact, Chris has spent months and months creating some incredible websites that are a fraction of the cost. And I'm actually going to use what you've created for another website, which I probably wouldn't have done otherwise. And Chris, you're going to talk us through it, because not only have you got the most amazing solution for speakers, but you actually have a special offer for the group as well. And in fact, for Speaking Business Academy, to be fair, for me, which you probably felt guilted into, really.
No, it's always a pleasure.
So listen, are you going to will you share your screen and show us what it's all about,
Yes.
so people can see what this brilliant product is that you've created?
Cool, I will share it now.
Let's see if it works. Let's see if technology works. Super. So why have you called them Ready Steady websites, first of all?
Well, the name kind of came out of the fact that we've built a set of predefined, pre-designed templates, and they're ready to go, and they're steady, as in they're fully tested and optimized, and they're websites. So
what it says on the tin. Yes, what it says on the tin. So Chris, before you start, is this something like Wix?
It's similar to the sort of Wix and Squarespace kind of thing. It's built on top of WordPress, which I'm sure many people are already familiar with. But there's a bit of a sort of a hole in the way WordPress works, in the fact that it's quite complicated. And we wanted to kind of simplify things by providing a set of templates that work on top of WordPress and has all the glorious functionality of WordPress underneath. But you can use a page builder on top to create your own beautiful websites without having to have big agency overhead costs.
Super. I want to find out more. You're going to press that button?
Yes. So yeah, the site's at readysteadywebsites.com. It will go through, if you go through and have a look at the site, it will go through how everything works. Probably the best thing to jump straight into is the templates page. So at the moment we've got 6 templates available on the site, and they go across a sort of a range of niches. The one that we've worked on together, Maria, is the speaker website.
We have.
Yeah, this is the speaker template, and if I launch a demo, you can have a quick look at this. So you can basically test drive the website as if it was a real website. So what we've done on each of the templates is, because we run a web agency in the background, which Maria mentioned earlier, we've deeply researched each one of these templates and built it as if it was for a client. So it's been heavily researched, heavily designed, functionality has been thought about, all the pages in there that we think you're going to need, not only now, but also into the future as well, have also been considered and pre-designed. So this is the speaker one, and this is how it looks. And this is all based on a page builder. So although we predefine all the layouts for you, and you can use all of these layouts, and then you just, once you've joined Ready Steady Websites, you get the template, and then you can go and just add your content in, switch your images out, and you can use the template kind of in a very kind of, I'm just going to replace this text, I'm just going to replace this image. But the actual page builder itself is quite powerful, so you can create new page layouts, you can drag things around, you can reorder rows, you can delete stuff. It's very powerful, basically. It's a very, very good page builder system we've got in place.
Fantastic. So this is Liam Chelmsford. Is he a real person, by the way?
No, I like to make people's names up.
It's a good name. It's a good name. And obviously he's the specialist in rock bands.
Yeah, yes! He loves holding rocks.
So tell me, who takes care of the domain name? So obviously he's going to be liamchelmsford.com. Who sets that up?
Well, the way the Ready Say websites is designed is that it will work with what you've already got in terms of current domain names and also whatever you've got in place for web hosting. If you don't have domain names or web hosting, then we can help you set those up as well. But they come as kind of a separate cost. So most people that we deal with have already got web hosting in place, and they usually are already running a version of WordPress, and they've got a domain name attached to that as well. The reason why we don't wrap up the hosting inside this service is because we think it's very important that you actually own your web hosting, you own your domain name, because they're your property and you should own them. We can help out with hosting and everything as part of the process. One of the things that's very different about Ready Say websites to other systems out there is just a human element of interaction with us. So not only can I design and build stuff with the page builder, I can also code from scratch as well. So I know WordPress inside out. I've been using it for 12 plus years. And if you get stuck at any point, or you need anything extra added on top, or you need help buying a domain name or setting up your web hosting, we will help you with all of that. So when you join Ready Say websites, you get access to the membership site, which I'll show you through in a second. And you get access to your template set up on a test website, so you can have a play with it, you can load all your content, you can get it ready to go live. And then when you're ready to go live, just let us know, and we will actually log on to your hosting account and put it live for you and test it and make sure it's working and make sure nothing's going to fall over. So you kind of get that kind of end-to-end agency experience, but without the kind of big cost, because the big cost normally is the design time and the build time, but that's already kind of accounted for in what we've already built. So yeah, that's kind of the differentiating factor of what we're providing as a service, really.
Okay, so what else can you show me then? What happens next? So if I've chosen the speaker template, what do I do?
Well, once you've found a template that you like the look of, you just go back into the website, and if you've got any questions, you go to the FAQs page. We've got loads of FAQs on there, things that people ask. We update them regularly, so sort of frequently answered questions are answered. If you've got any questions, there's also a chat box in the bottom right as well. So if we're online, you can chat to us directly. If not, you can send us an email. And then you go to the pricing page. And we've got two payment options. So one, our standard plan is £500 plus VAT setup. And then it's £29 a month plus VAT after that. So the idea is that the setup cost is all the kind of physical work that we have to do to set up the site for you, and then for you to then move it across to live for you. And the £29 a month cost is to cover the training videos, the private Facebook group, the plugins and theme updates that come as part of it. And also there's a private support ticketing system in there as well. So you can, in theory, if you want to, put as many private support tickets in as you want, and we will answer all of them and help you out on any situations. As part of that kind of support process, we do understand there's some really technical things to do with websites which people can get unstuck with. So although we provide full video and sort of text-based training in the membership site, we do know there's a couple of pain points for people integrating their email systems, so things like MailChimp and ActiveCampaign and ConvertKit, those kind of things. And we will help you with that as well. So if you're one of those people that just has no idea what API keys are, and they don't want to deal with any of that kind of stuff, we can log in and do that for you. And the same goes for Stripe and PayPal payments. So if you don't know what you're doing with Stripe, we've got tutorials to help you. But if you are stuck or nervous, we can physically help you do that as well. So we don't want people to feel left in the cold or overwhelmed at any stage of the service. That runs for 12 months. And then once the 12 months is finished, we will send you an email to say 12 months is up and you're free to go your separate way. And your site will be fully functional at that stage, but you'll just lose access to all the support side of things. So the private support, the Facebook group, the membership website, and the plugin and theme updates. And then we've got an upfront cost as well. And that is exactly the same deal as you get the standard plan, but you just don't pay anything monthly. You just pay for it upfront. So it saves you about £98 a year. So once you've found one that you like the look of, you just click on the Join Now button. And that will go to the join form. So you just fill out the form there. The second step is the checkout process. It will give you a confirmation of your cost and if there's any tax applicable. So the way the tax works is there's VAT applicable if you're in the UK and other EU areas, but if you're in somewhere like Switzerland or in the States, then you don't get charged VAT. And that's all confirmed on the second step. And then when you pay, you get straight into the Ready Steady website's membership site. So if I log into that.
So Chris, let me ask you a question. So you're saying that you've got this 12-month plan, or this, the 750 up front. What if I'm super fast and super smart and I get it and I've done my website in the in 2 months' time? I don't have to stick around and go into the group, and I mean, I've got your support for the year, obviously, but I don't need to. It doesn't need to take me a year, does it? I could do it in 2 weeks if I want to, can't I?
No, I mean, we've had people who've done it within 5 days, got their website kind of from nothing to fully live. But the support network is there for you if you have a question in the future, or you get unstuck, or something happens in your business, you maybe want to add a page, or maybe you want to ask a question, because it's not all technical help that we offer via the Facebook group and also via support tickets. We can help you with general branding questions, general design questions, content questions, even sort of website funnel kind of questions as well. So we're there to support you through that kind of process. And one of the things that's really important with websites is you shouldn't just leave them static. You should just keep updating them, keep tweaking them, make sure they're right for your audience, make sure they're answering questions, tweaking placements of things to drive sales through. So it's not something that you should really leave, like do it in 5 days and leave it for 12 months. You should be looking every month, what can I improve? What are people saying? What could I add? What can I take away? So it should be sort of continuous, really, if you can afford the time to do that.
Of course, I mean, the speakers will be adding fantastic testimonials regularly. Every time they go out to speak, they'll have a new testimonial. Yeah. So, okay, so take me through what happens then. Show me what I will be doing then when I get started, because I am actually going to do another website, and this is definitely a good option for me as well.
Okay, so when you pay, you go straight into the membership site, and you'll get a little video from Jude and I saying, thanks for joining. And then there's a couple of options. So you've got a website planning worksheet and a content mapping worksheet, which looks like this. And this will take you through how to map out the content for your website. So it talks about tone of voice, language, imagery and photography, which is very important for a website. We even link up 10 free stock photo sites in there as well for you to go and get free images from if you haven't already got a good sort of bank of photographs. And we also provide a little kind of cheat sheet to how to sort of structure your content, how to think about your content. And then we've got the website planning worksheet, which basically explains what a sitemap is, as in the pages that you put on your website, and a very technical way of working out how to map your site, which is basically post-it notes and stick them on the wall. So you can do both those first, and then when you're happy, you know what content you're going to put on and what structure you want, you go off to the Get to Know You form. So this basically takes you through a process of requesting the template for us to load for you. So if I put in the company name here and go through this process here, there's a couple of questions in there, and then you get to choose your
Choose the speaker. No. Choose the speaker. Choose the speaker.
Choose the speaker.
Actually, before you move on, Chris, will you be adding other templates?
Yes. At the moment, we've got those 6. We're looking to have probably 10 brochureware websites, is what I call them, templates. But we're also going to add 2 membership templates as well. So you'll be able to create your own membership websites like this one, but with the kind of power of Ready Steady websites powering it. Which will be a bit cleverer in some terms of how it works. So there'll be dynamic stuff happening and things going off to your dashboard without you having to keep moving stuff around all the time. So we're working on the membership templates next, and then there'll be another 4 templates out after that for the kind of front end brochureware type websites. Okay,
when you have the membership one, come back and show us, because I think that's really interesting, because there will be people who will want to do that. And that might be something that we might go into as well for the viewer, actually. Yeah. Or even the speaking business. So yes, sorry, I'm having a discussion about my business while you're telling us about your websites. You know, that's what I like to do. We keep it live.
Yeah, that's all right. So at this stage, it depends what you give us in terms of what you get out of it again. So you can not upload your logo or your colours or anything and just say, yeah, I just want the speaker and I'm done. I'll do the rest myself. And you can submit that, and that will come into our ticketing system. And then we'll just literally do a straight up clone of the speaker demo onto your private test website.
So if I don't have logo or branding, that's not a problem.
Yeah, no, if you don't have logo, branding, domain name or hosting, you can still get to this stage and still get a preview website
Okay.
built ready for you. If you've got your logo and your colours and all that kind of stuff, so colours, fonts, and any other colours you're using, and you've done your sitemap, we will do all of those bits for you. So we'll upload your logo for you, we'll upload your colours, we'll do your brand, font that you've chosen, and if you've chosen your sitemap, we will remove all the demo pages and then just put in the pages that you've specified, and we'll just make a best guess at which page layout will work for which page. So you've got kind of something to work from. So then you get a kind of a fully functioning website on the test server, and you can see that it's all branded to you. So the colours are right, the fonts are right, the logos are right, but it's just got all the demo content and imagery in there. And it's over to you at that stage to then go and use the page builder using the tutorials that we've got in here to then swap out the content and images and make it your own, really, and put all your own content and images in there and move things around, delete rows and all that kind of stuff. So in terms of the actual training, that's all available on the dashboard. And there's lots of video tutorials in here about how to use everything. So most of the video tutorials are under 10 minutes, so it's kind of nice bite-sized information. This quick start guide one's quite good because it takes you through. So Jude played the role of a customer for this one, and I played the role of me, a web person, and I just took her through the process of how she could upload her logo and how she can use the page builder and that kind of stuff. And then we've got more kind of detailed how-to kind of text-based tutorials in here as well. So if I get off to Google Analytics, and that's just kind of on the page, step by step, having to refer to a different website and setting it all up. But again, some of this stuff can get too techy for people, and that's why if you've got a problem, you just hit the support request button and you can send off a support request via the membership site, upload any files that explain your issue, submit it, and that goes into our ticketing system, and then we'll just respond and get you up and running and fix your issue, whatever you're having.
That's brilliant. It's really brilliant. I wish I had waited before doing the website. Never mind. What happens? So you've signed up, you've paid your money, and you change your mind.
Okay. You've got 14 days to change your mind, basically. So we're very confident that you'll enjoy using this product and that you'll love it. But if for any reason, literally any reason at all, you decided that you don't want to go ahead, as long as you cancel within those 14 days, we'll refund all your money and then say good luck.
Super. And you mentioned earlier, about setting up e-commerce, basically, so that people can sell things, which I think is fantastic. So it's really, a speaker could sell books from here rather than sending people off to Amazon if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They can sell online courses. They can sell. So you'll set up the whole e-commerce connection, and you use Stripe, is it? Or do you use PayPal, or does it matter?
Well, there's a few things on how you want to sell stuff. So built into the templates already is a plugin support for a plugin called WooCommerce, which is the leading e-commerce plugin for WordPress. And that will let you set up a store, essentially. So you'll be able to sell physical products and digital products, or both if you want to. And that runs through Stripe gateways and PayPal gateways as well. There's also, if you want to do it a bit more simply, there's a Stripe plugin that we integrate as well. And say, for example, you've got an event coming up and you just want to take payment with a simple payment button, you can do that via RadioSay websites and the Stripe plugin, and then just take payment that way. If you've got courses, what we recommend with courses is that you actually link off to a separate course engine like Thinkific. You can obviously build your courses page in WordPress using RadioSay websites framework and the templates. But then when it actually goes off to teach people how to do things, we recommend going off to actually a specific third party.
Yeah, I like Thinkific actually. Yeah. Okay, cool. Super. Okay, that's great. And so what if somebody needs two websites? Because if you're a coach and a speaker, or a therapist and a speaker, or an entrepreneur and a speaker, you might want one for your speaking customers, and you might want one for your your business customers for the business that you're in.
Yeah.
So can they buy two templates?
So the way it works at the moment is it's one template per sign up, but we're about to launch a new feature where you can buy an additional template from within the membership site. So you'll be able to go in and buy a new template. And we don't increase your monthly cost because you're still accessing the same training. So it's just a one-off cost for that template, which is actually a discounted cost because you're already a customer. So we already want to say thank you to you. So it's a cheaper cheaper.
Yeah, fab. So yeah, so you're better off buying in bulk then.
Yes. Yeah, buy it once, and then once you're in,
yeah, and even if you decide to work on one first and then not work on the other one for another 3 months, but you know you're going to need two, you're better off buying the two at the time, aren't you? Really. I'm losing you money here. I'm losing you money. I'm sorry, Chris. That sounds like a really good idea. What else do I want to ask? Yeah. Now, what I haven't seen, and tell me if it's there or is it an extra? If I've got a newsletter and I want people to sign up, can they sign up with their email addresses, or is that an extra to the?
So in terms of the templates themselves, if I go back and show you one. If I go off to the coach one, because I know there's one on the homepage for that.
Oh, it's on the homepage on that one. Okay.
Yeah. So there's full support on here for any kind of pop-up that you want.
Ah, perfect.
So this, the page builder itself integrates with all of the most popular email systems, so MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, Infusionsoft, which is now called Keep. And basically there's about 12 to 15 of them, I think, that integrates with straight away. Yeah, so that's nice and easy to set up. You can do it with a kind of modal fashion like this, or you can do it, if I go back to the therapist one, you can do it actually in the page as well, like this one.
Ah, okay. Oh, I like that.
So there's a couple of options there as well.
Yeah, yeah. What does lorem ipsum dolor sit amet mean? I see it everywhere when people create their websites. I know is it just gibberish, or is it actually Latin?
It's Latin filler text, basically.
I'm going to have to work out what it means.
I don't know. It might mean something horrendous, but I hope not.
I imagine not, but that's great. Brilliant. Super. What else have you not told us about? What have we missed?
Oh, I'm not sure.
I do like that heading of testimonials. Probably some speakers on the speaker template might change. If they haven't got a blog, for example, they might have they might change that to testimonials and just have lots of great testimonials if they have them. I think that's quite good. And can they change their menu headings, or is that a problem?
No, they can change their menu headings. They've got full control over basically every single part of the site. So everything from the header all the way through the page content, all the way to the footer. And there's full training on how to do all of that as well. But if anyone gets unstuck at any stage, we'll answer their questions in the support ticketing system. And the idea of the training is that it will evolve anyway. So any common questions we get will go back into the membership site. So then if someone's got that question again in the future, then they can actually go into the membership site and find it the next time round.
So Chris, is this available now? If somebody sees this video and wants it, is it available now?
Yes. Yeah, everything's available on readysteadywebsites.com.
And is there a special offer for the group?
There is a special offer, and I've got, you've got a special link as well. So
I know. I've got a special offer.
We can drop the special link in, but basically, what we're providing for you, Maria, is £50 off for your customers.
Yes, it's 10% basically of that 500 sign up, which is great, fantastic. So I mean, it's even better value, and that's awesome. So. What else do we need to tell people? I think it's quite straightforward, really, isn't it?
I think so, yes. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. I'm just having a look at our FAQs page, if there's anything else.
Yeah. I should have looked at that. I'll tell you what, though, and I've said this before about you, is you think about the future. You think about what people might want. And so when you create a website, and you'll have done this for the templates, you'll have thought of, oh, if somebody wants to do this, or somebody wants to do that. When I've come to you and said, I want to do this and I want to do that, oh, yeah, that functionality is there. And boom, it's there. And it's like, wow, how did you know I was going to ask you for that? It's like you're in my head.
I've been doing this for a long time now.
You're my future head.
I mean, taking the speaker one as an example, it's actually set up so it could work just as well for an established speaker as someone who's just coming into the kind of speaker.
Yeah.
So that was the kind of idea for that it would work for both, and you could lose pages off of that you didn't need, like books and resources and those kind of things.
And so if a speaker wants to refresh their website and wants a new look and wants to modernize it without going to huge expense, they can do it for, a fraction of what it would normally cost, up and running, and understand how to do it, and also the importance of being able to update it themselves and not having to rely on somebody else. Fantastic. What have we missed? I think we've covered it all, haven't we?
I think we have. I mean, obviously, we're always releasing new templates, so there'll always be new stuff coming out. We've got quite a few people excited about the prospect of having a branded membership websites as well. because that's something that isn't really out there at the moment. So
I know you're pioneering here, I'm interested in that, definitely. I think it's fantastic. Chris, you're just a marvel, and I'm so glad I found you. So wonderful. Thank you so much.
That's okay, no problem.